My name's Karen Davies, and this is the Karen Davies podcast, episode 16. I didn't consciously create change in my life until I was in my 30s. Don't get me wrong, I'd move jobs and cities, leave relationships, but all of this was done in silos without any real strategy or game plan. So what changed? I did. I started reading books on personal development, listening to podcasts, attending seminars, hiring coaches of my own, etc. I literally spent thousands of dollars on upskilling myself. I've always been a voracious learner and I've always loved to apply my learnings. And thanks to Professor Jean-Paul Martin, we now know that the best way to truly learn something is to teach it. Throughout my life, I have fully embraced that ethos. In my teens, I qualified as a football referee and coach. That's soccer for the Aussie and American listeners out there. I also got my coaching qualifications in gymnastics, netball, basketball. Coaching has been a focus of mine for over 25 years. Oh, but Karen, you're so young. Life and mindset coaching has been something I've been doing for the past decade. And with each year, I've been able to add to my skills. I credit these skills with some huge changes in my life, including going from a waitress on minimum wage to having 3 degrees and managing multi-million-dollar budgets with teams of dozens of people. I've gotten out of debt, lost weight, improved my physical and mental health, and allowed myself to create a master plan for my life that's acted like a roadmap in helping me to achieve my goals and to get clear on exactly what I want and how I'm going to achieve it. Think about it. You don't get into a car and say, I have no idea where I'm going. Well, not unless you're out for a leisurely drive. But seriously, when you get into your car, you know where you want to go. Sometimes you know how to get there. You've even driven the route 100 times and you can do it on autopilot. Other times, you just know the address, but not how to get there. So you'll get out your GPS or your Maps app and get that to direct you. It's the same with our lives. Think about it. Our lives are very well planned out until the age of around 16. All of us go to preschool, play school, kindergarten, followed by primary school and then secondary school. Each country has its own curriculum, but ultimately the goal is for every single human to receive formal education in reading, writing, maths, etc. Every person by the age of 16 in the developed world should have gone to school and learned to read and write. They should have some exam results or certificates to prove this. Some of us will then go off to employment or further study or an apprenticeship. So why, once we enter the workforce, do we mostly fail to make a plan? Why do we leave everything to fate? If we're lucky, we'll work our way up the career ladder from graduate to apprentice to fully qualified. Then it's a case of progressing up the management route or becoming a subject matter expert. But how many of us just drift along from one job to another or stay put in the same job or the same organisation, hoping that inspiration will strike us? It's the same with our personal lives. How many of us plan what we want our lives to look like, where we'll live, how many pets we'll have, what type of car we'll drive, if we want kids, how many, the values and attributes of our partner? I know at this point in time, any number of you listening to this podcast feel stuck. I know because I've been there. I've been exactly where you are. I felt like something was wrong. Something wasn't quite right in my life. At times, I just couldn't put my finger on it. It was just this general feeling of malaise, of lethargy, of fed-upness. I just felt like there was something more than this, but I just didn't know what it was. I know that you may be listening to this and nodding along. Let me give you some other examples that might resonate with you. Do you feel fed up of feeling stuck all the time? You feel like you're not making any progress, like your life's on hold and nothing is changing. Maybe you're never keeping your promises to yourself, to your friends, to your family, to your work colleagues. Are you not living up to your full potential? Are you just settling but knowing you're meant for so much more? Do you find yourself starting things but then never finishing them? For example, joining the gym, starting a diet, reading a book, taking a course. Have you noticed that you're having arguments and disagreements with everyone and feeling like they just don't listen to you or understand you? Are you feeling low but not being able to admit it to yourself or to your loved ones? Do you catch yourself thinking that there's got to be more to life than this, that this can't be all that there is? Or maybe you find yourself wasting time doing things that don't serve you, scrolling on social media, drinking booze, overeating, watching TV, spending money on things you don't need, not exercising. The list goes on. Now, maybe you've just listened to those examples I gave and you find yourself nodding along to all of this. You're not alone. I've helped hundreds of people just like you, just like me, in fact, to transform their lives. People of all backgrounds and abilities have worked with me and managed to set goals, change their mindset, and achieve great things. When we're young and we want to learn something, how to read and write, how to drive a car, learn a new trade, then we always find someone to teach us, someone who's done it before and who can show us the best or quickest way to learn. So why do we stop doing that? After school, university or trade school, over 90% of adults stop learning through formal teaching and coaching. I'm here to tell you, you can keep learning. You can learn how to change things, how to improve your life, how to set goals, start new helpful habits, and how to break old habits. You see, I took all of my learnings, all of my knowledge and skills and made a 28-day course. I literally poured my heart and soul into it. I tested it on my little guinea pigs and I refined it. The feedback was overwhelmingly good. So, what do people like about it? They loved the fact that it's a supportive environment. You're surrounded by like-minded, dedicated people, all on the same journey in a positive, empowering and supportive community, all holding each other to high standards. They loved the accountability, with regular check-ins to make sure you do what you said you would and that you continue to put in the effort and work to meet your goals. They loved the world-class coaching that I provide. They also loved the exclusive private members area with full access to me for the entire 28 days. No matter what you need help or support with, I'm here for you and I am in your corner. I'll coach you every step of the way. I provide radical resources and routines, including my personal day-by-day, week-by-week routine for feeling exceptional, managing your emotions and waking up feeling excited and full of purpose every single day. So, what is this course? I call it Transformation 28. I've taken all my learnings, all the courses I've ever done, all the books I've read, the seminars I've attended, the podcasts I've created, and put them into one great value course that lasts 28 days. I'm so proud of this course. It's amazing content and exceptional value for money. If you're fed up of something in your life not changing, maybe it's a relationship, maybe it's a habit, maybe it's a job, whatever it is, this course gives you the tools to get clarity on how you want your life to look and then to take action. So what else does a course include? It's got live weekly group coaching with me. Every week we do a group coaching call together online where you get to ask questions and be coached by me in real time. We're all in this together and these coaching calls are pure value. You also get lifetime access to the video trainings and materials so you can watch back at any time for inspiration, motivation, or just a refresher. I provide workbooks, which are a great place for you to write down your plan. They guide you through each day and allow you to be clear on how you want to feel and what you want to achieve. They are essential. I also give you my personal daily routine. I've spent years cultivating this routine that allows you to manage your emotions and wake up feeling excited and full of purpose every single day. And as an added bonus, I've chucked in a free guided meditation. This 10-minute guided meditation allows me to talk you through visualizing your goals, hopes, and dreams. It's an integral part of your routine and will help you to gain clarity and a targeted approach. And finally, you get my full support. I create a positive, supportive, kind group environment that allows you to thrive. It includes weekly check-ins and group chats to keep you accountable. So, with all this said, what are the modules that we study each week? I'm really glad you asked. It's 4 weeks with 5 modules, including Module 0, the pre-module module. See what I did there? So Module 0 is all about building the foundations. This is where you do the preparation and set yourself up for an incredible 4 weeks. We start by changing the narrative. No more BS, no more stories. This is a time for you to be intentionally truthful with yourself about what you want and what can get in the way of that. It's your chance to set your intentions and get clear on why you're here and how you're going to stay committed to yourself and the course over the coming 28 days. We then move on to week 1, module 1, and we're all about elevating your focus. This is where we delve into transforming your mindset, enabling you to eliminate negative thoughts, feelings, and limiting beliefs. We shift your perspective to focus on searching for solutions and cultivating an attitude of optimism. You'll learn powerful strategies to help you channel your focus and develop a determination and attitude to get things done. Week 2, the energy with which you show up with is important. This week, we look at substantially amplifying your energy levels on a daily basis, empowering you to maintain an unwavering sense of confidence, certainty, and positivity, enabling you to deal with even the most negative of people or events. Module 3 is all about purposeful life. It's crucial for our overall well-being in providing meaning, direction and fulfillment, as well as positive impact and resilience. In week 3, we learn the secret of how to create purpose in your life that inspires and excites you and that will enable you to unlock your full potential, experience joy and alignment, as well as feelings of progress. Week 4 is about boundless self-belief. During the last week of the programme, we consolidate all of the groundwork laid in the previous weeks with a focus on mastering our emotions and beliefs. By acquiring mastery over our emotional responses, we gain the power to shatter our limiting beliefs and transform our perception of events. This newfound control allows us to respond in novel and constructive ways, enabling us to navigate life's challenges with confidence and resilience. Now, I fully believe in this program. As I said, I put my heart and soul into it, and therefore, to back that up, I am offering 100% satisfaction guarantee. If you join and you're not satisfied by halfway through the course, so after 2 weeks of doing the work, then I will give you a full refund. This course is excellent value for money. It's important to me that everyone who completes the course is 100% happy. So this is my promise to you. If you're not happy after you've done 14 days of this course, I will give you a full refund, no questions asked. Now, some of you listening will still be unsure about this. Let's get real for a minute. Most people know exactly what they should be doing, but they are just not doing it. A lot of people will listen to this podcast and they won't take action. They will hear this and they'll think to themselves things like, oh, that seems pretty simple. I could just do this myself. Thing is though, they won't. It's just a story they keep telling themselves time and time again. They don't have a strategy or mission plan to follow. Instead, they're just getting through each day as it comes, doing the same things over and over again and wondering why nothing changes. They don't give themselves access to world-class resources and support. Instead, they spend their time trawling the internet looking for freebies. They haven't got enough focus or determination to back themselves and see things through because they never fully commit to anything. They haven't got any serious form of accountability. Someone who can ask them if they've actually done what they said they would do. Someone who will ask them why not. Someone to hold them accountable and help them to reach their goals. And they're not surrounding themselves with people who have high standards and who will pull them up rather than push them down. And you know what? That's completely fine. It's their choice at the end of the day. You can't force someone to do something that they don't want to do. We all say things like, I'm different. The truth is, we're not. I used to say the same things about myself. I've changed careers, made great money, hung out with literal rock stars. I've gotten some university degrees. I've grown successful businesses, but I was partying a lot. I was drinking booze till 2 a.m. I was filling myself up with junk food every day. I was relying on sugar, chocolate, Coca-Cola, and everything else to pull me through a sleep-deprived existence. I felt empty despite my seeming success. I'd say to myself things like, nothing works for me. What's the point? Or I'm different. I felt sorry for myself. I doubted myself and I refused to think any differently. No one could tell me that I wasn't special and that I wasn't different. In the end, I had to face the fact that I wasn't happy. I had to understand that something needed to change. So at the age of 30, I made the decision to quit my glamorous job as a music promoter and nightclub manager and moved to Australia with 2 suitcases, no money, and a credit card that was nearing its limit. The truth is, I'm just a regular lass from the UK. I'm single, I don't have any kids. There's nothing special, unique, or different about me at all. I've had many of the same experiences other people have had, including you. And I've chosen to deal with them in various ways. Some good, some bad. But over the years, I've learned a few things. I've taught myself how to be genuinely happy and successful, which has now got me to where I am today, doing what I love, helping other people to sort themselves out and set and achieve their goals and transform their lives. So no matter who you are, what you've done, how you feel, it all begins and ends with you. If you're ready to stop telling yourself the same old story, to reset your assumptions and finally break through those invisible barriers that are holding you back, then I'm inviting you to join me and a bunch of amazing, motivated people on the same journey for 28 days. The program is called Transformation 28, and you can find out more about it at transformation28.com. The link is in the show notes and sign up closes soon. Thanks for listening. If you enjoy listening to this podcast, come and check out my website, KarenDaviesCoaching.com. There's plenty of resources, tips and downloads, as well as the opportunity to work with me.